All right, let's dive into Game 8 of the World Chess Championship. Ding Liren versus D Gukesh.
Big match.
Huge. A draw, but we're breaking it down for you because, well, we know you love chess.
Wanted a closer look.
Exactly. We've got expert analysis and the official game notation all annotated, of course.
This game, it wasn't just a simple battle. Back and forth, surprises,
Yeah.
bold moves right to the very end, had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Okay, so rewind to the start. Ding, as white opens 1c4. English opening. You wanted to understand this game.
Right.
Right off the bat, Ding throws a curveball. He almost never plays the English. Like he's saying, Gukesh, I'm not letting you get comfortable. I'm calling the shots.
Yeah, English opening. Super flexible, can turn into all sorts of things. Hard to predict. That's why Kasparov used it, Fischer, even Carlsen. They all used it to, outmaneuver their opponents.
So mind games from move 1. I love it. Now, Gukesh, as black, responds 1e5, symmetrical variation.
Classic. Solid. You see this a lot with Karpov's style. Wait for the right moment, then strike.
Quiet start, but you can feel the tension building. Now, move 3. Ding uses his knight to force Gukesh's bishop back.
Yep. Doesn't take the knight, protects his pawns. He likes a solid positional style. Say, I'll wait, develop my pieces, then bam, counterattack.
Sizing him up, looking for a weakness.
Exactly. But then, move 7, Gukesh plays f6. Whoa. Don't see that often in this kind of position. Risky.
Gukesh's f6. What's the idea there? It's not common, right? Why is such a risky move?
Or f6. He wants to push that d pawn later, control the center. It's bold, weaken some squares near his king, but also it's uncharted territory for Ding.
High risk, high reward. Gukesh must be feeling pretty confident he can handle whatever happens.
Oh yeah. There's Gukesh, remember. Chess prodigy. Not afraid to take risks. Believes in his calculations.
Okay, gauntlet thrown down. How does Ding react to this?
Creativity. Move 10, bay 3. Puts his bishop on that long diagonal. Control key squares, pressure on black.
Not backing down. That bishop, though, it's powerful, but also a target, right?
Right. You see this kind of setup with positional players, like Kramnik. Always that risk.
That historical context is cool. Now, things heat up. Ding plays f4. That pawn thrust, it's aimed at breaking black's center open, right?
Exactly. Now it's like those aggressive openings, King's Indian attack, even some Dutch defenses. Ding's ready to fight for the board.
And Gukesh, how does he handle this?
Takes on c4, opens the position up even more, creates this imbalance. Black's down a pawn, but his queenside pawns are active. Counterplay potential.
Trade-off. Material for activity. Feels like they're both sacrificing things. It's fascinating.
That's the English opening. Not always about material. It's about dynamics, exploiting those imbalances.
Intriguing pawn structures, open board, tension building. What happens next?
Maneuvering. It's a dance. The knights are the stars now, moving around, looking for the right spot to attack. Black's going for your queen side. White wants to break through in the center. A struggle for control.
That's complicated. So many possibilities.
Tons of nuances. Black's knight, it's looking at b4, maybe c5. Pressure on White's queen side. White's knight's repositioning, supporting potential breakthroughs.
Every step calculated.
But here's what's cool. They're both restrained, not rushing into attacks like two expert swordsmen, circling, waiting for the perfect opening.
That psychological battle, like a game within the game.
Exactly. Not just playing the board, they're playing each other.
Okay. Stage is set, pieces are moving, tension is palpable. What happens as we enter the middle game?
So middle game, the focus shifts a bit. Material's less important. It's more about activity. Black, he's got this plan, wants to push his queenside pawns, threaten you there. White's trying to control the center, get his pieces active.
That line's drawn. Feels like we're heading for a big climax. But before we go there, let's rewind a bit. We've talked moves, but what about the psychological battle? Ding, choosing the English. What message was that?
Yeah, good point. So English opening, not as usual. It's a message. He's willing to try something different, surprise Gukesh. He's saying, I'm not going to play your game. We're doing things my way.
Don't get comfortable. I'm in control.
Exactly. And this psychological battle, it goes on the whole game, outmaneuvering each other, not just with pieces, but strategy decisions.
So it's not just variations. It's reading your opponent, their style, anticipating.
Oh, absolutely. This game was full of these moments, these tough choices. Risks, rewards, one wrong move, and it's over.
Like some examples.
Sure. Gukesh's f6. Bold move, created that immediate imbalance, weakens his king a bit, but opens up lines for his pieces.
Seemed to catch Ding off guard.
It did. Ding had to adjust, find a way to counter that, but that's top-level chess, adapting.
So no panic. Finds a way to turn things around.
Yeah. Shows experience, handling complex positions, doesn't let Gukesh's tactic, disrupt him.
Okay, Gukesh's bold move. But what about Ding's pawn sacrifice, move 23? That felt like a turning point.
Oh, absolutely. Classic English opening. Sometimes you got to give up material, control key squares, activate your pieces.
Interesting. So not just about winning material, it's about control of the position.
Exactly. Initiative. Put Gukesh on the defensive.
So down a pawn, but he's got the advantage. Activity, pressure.
Yeah, that's chess. It's not the pieces, it's who's dictating the game, who's making the other guy react.
Battle for control, imposing your will on the game.
Exactly. Ding's sacrifice, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Shifted the balance of power.
Now, the end game. Exchange versus pawns. You mentioned it earlier. What were some of those key moments? It ended in a draw, right?
Gukesh's defense, move 36, he found a way to get that knight active, even though he was down material. Counterplay. Made it hard for Ding to win.
So even down material, he's fighting back. Resilience.
Exactly. That's Gukesh. Not just attacking, he defends well. Finds those hidden resources.
Attacking and defending, dangerous player. But then that final sequence, Ding had a chance, but it was a draw. What happened there?
So Ding, he got those pawns going, created this passed pawn. Dangerous. But Gukesh, accurate defense. Neutralized the threat. Draw.
Missed opportunity for Ding.
Maybe. More time, he might have found a win. The tournament conditions, pressure, he played it safe.
Not just the moves, it's time. Decisions under pressure.
That's it. Chess is demanding. You need brains, stamina, mental resilience.
Roller coaster, ride this game. Emotions, surprises, brilliant chess. No wonder you picked it for our deep dive.
It had everything. Showcased both players at their best. A glimpse into the future of chess.
And what a future. Young guys like Gukesh challenging the best. Exciting times.
I agree. This match, it's amazing. Halfway through, and it's already exceeded expectations. The rest of the games, it's going to be incredible.
Okay, wrapping up this part of the deep dive. Take a moment, appreciate the game, the beauty, the complexity, the skill of these two grandmasters.
Absolutely. A privilege to break this down with you. Can't wait to see what happens in the final part of our deep dive into Game 8.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the deep dive. Game 8. We saw the moves, the strategies, the psychology. Now let's step back. What does this game mean for the whole match?
It's interesting. This draw, it might seem like nothing special, but it could be a turning point. Gukesh, he's younger, right? But he held his own against the champ. Weathered the storm, found creative solutions, earned that draw. It's got to give him confidence.
Confidence, yeah. But what about the pressure on Ding? He's the champion. He's expected to win. This young guy's pushing him hard.
It's fascinating, right? Ding, he's known for being calm, but you wonder, is this getting to him? Gukesh's resilience adds a whole new layer to the rest of the games.
Makes you think, how will they adapt? Ding, will he keep being adventurous like in this game, or go back to his old style? What about Gukesh? More risks now. Push Ding even further.
We'll see. One thing's for sure, this match is far from over. Clash of generations, styles, anyone's game at this point.
So one game, a draw, and we've got all these new questions. That's amazing.
That's chess. Every game, every move, it has consequences. Not just the immediate result, but the psychology, the whole course of the match.
Okay, wrapping up. Back to you, the listener. We analyzed the strategy, the psychology, the history. What are your takeaways? What stood out to you?
I hope you learned something about the English opening, how it creates these complex battles, and the brilliance of both players, how they handle the positions, the calculations, the surprises.
Yeah, not just the moves, but the mental game. That psychological battle. It's always there at this level. Two brilliant minds going head to head.
Exactly. And this is just one game, a long match. The battle goes on, the tension builds. We're lucky to witness this mastery, this resilience.
If this got you curious, explore more chess. The English opening, the Masters games, pick up a board, play a game yourself.
Chess is amazing. Strategy, psychology, endless possibilities. Who knows, maybe someday you'll be the one playing those amazing moves.
Until then, thanks for joining us. Game 8 of the World Chess Championship. Keep those minds sharp and keep those pawns moving.